What's up, YouTube? It's JackalGoldKick, and welcome to another edition of JGK Tales. In this one, I'm going to be talking about basically the time that I got my Xbox 360 console banned from Xbox Live forever. And I mean forever. So, how this happened, it was pretty much my fault. It was a pretty bad thing I did. So years ago, I can't even remember what year this was, but this was years ago, and I used to live with a trailer when I was younger, a kid. This was a long time ago. I had an Xbox 360 Slim. And basically what had happened is I knew this one guy in Xbox Live, and at the time, at the time when you had Xbox 360 years ago and you wanted to use YouTube or Netflix, you actually had to have Xbox Gold, which is really bullshit. But at the time, I ran out of Xbox Gold and I wanted to use YouTube, And I think at that time I didn't have my own phone, so that was like my only access to it pretty much. And the guy I knew, I was trying to ask him, is there an account or something I can borrow to use gold? And he gave me an account that he had from someone he knew online. And I got the account and downloaded it on my 360, and I only intended it to use it for Xbox Gold. But this is where it went wrong, and I admit that this was a horrible thing I did, and it's definitely not something I'm proud of, and I deserve to be console banned for this for sure. And it was a stupid thing I did. So when I got this account, I was using it for YouTube because that was the intent, because I had Xbox Gold on it. But this particular 360 account actually had money on there back when it was just called Microsoft points and not just money like it is now. There was money on the account, and being a kid, being stupid, not knowing the ramifications of what this would do, I was curious and wanted to spend the money on there. Money that wasn't mine, money that was a person of this guy he knew and their parents' money. It wasn't my money, but seeing it on there, I wanted to spend it. I wanted to buy some stuff. So I kept asking my friend online. I actually knew him in school. I haven't seen him in ages, but he was someone I knew from school. I was asking him, I was like, man, can I spend some of the money in this account? I kept asking him over and over again. He said no. Then eventually, after I was able to talk to him, he said, okay, you can at least spend just $10 and you can spend some of the Microsoft points on there. So I ended up spending $10 on there. I bought like Mothership Zeta for Fallout 3 and I spent those Microsoft points, but then I went overboard and got greedy basically. After I spent that, I wanted to spend more money. So I spent as much money as I could in the account. I bought like gamer pictures for Gears of War. I bought Dynasty Warrior 6 Empires digitally. I bought Case West. One game I accidentally bought was Destroy All Humans. I don't remember what the game was, but it was one of them on 360, and that's the stuff I bought from what I can remember. And I bought all those fucking games, or I bought all that stuff and spent all that money. And it was a pretty bad thing I did because that wasn't my money, so that was a really bad thing I did. But I spent all that money, and my friend, he was mad about it. He says, I only told you could spend $10 in there. You end up spending $70 worth of Microsoft points. He was mad about it. And I think what had happened is, I don't remember if I admitted this to the person that I did this to his account or the person found out. I can't exactly remember what happened, but somehow he eventually found out. And me and that guy I knew, we were both console banned for Xbox Live, meaning that, well, I don't know if his system was, but I know his account was banned from Xbox Live. But my console and my main account got console banned from Xbox Live permanently forever. It could not get back on Xbox Live, and my account was banned forever. And that's what had happened because the person that I got the account from, somehow, I can't remember because it was so long ago, but somehow they found out that their account was used and had a bunch of money spent on it. And somehow they found that out. And I got in trouble as well as the guy that gave me the account. We both got, punishment. He got his account banned. I don't know if his console was banned. And then I got my friggin' console banned from Xbox Live forever, as well as my account when that happened to me. And it was a very stupid thing I did because that was a well-working 360, and I pretty much just threw it away by having, have me do something stupid like that just to have it console banned from Xbox Live forever. That was a very stupid thing I did, and I definitely haven't done anything like that since, and, will never do anything like that again. I will say, I'm not justifying my behavior, but it was kind of stupid for that person to send their account out. It's bad for people to break into your house, but if you live your life with unlocked doors and unlocked windows, you got to expect people to break in, because you're not being smart about locking your doors and windows. It's not right that people break into houses, and it wasn't right for me to do this, but at the same time, this person that gave his account out to someone, he should have never did that in the first place, because shit like this can happen, So Yeah, he should have never did that in the first place. But I'm not trying to justify my behavior. It was wrong what I did, and I was stuck with a console ban Xbox. It sucked. It was stupid for me to do something like that. I had to wait to get a new Xbox 360, which was the Xbox 360E, and I was, back to business, made a new account. I never did anything like that again. And for my knowledge, apparently I could have actually suffered even more crime than that. Like, I remember one person that knew about it, said that I could have possibly spent jail time or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to talk about. Another edition of the JGK Tales. Basically, that time that my Xbox 360 got console banned from Xbox Live for good. And this happened years ago. It was stupid that I did this. It was wrong for me to do it, but I was just a kid. I was dumb. I was like, oh, all this money in this account, I'll just spend it. And it was money that wasn't mine from an account that wasn't mine. And the person eventually found out, and they had Microsoft and Xbox Live ban that person that gave the account and console ban me for what I did and spending that money. And it was a very stupid thing to do, and I definitely learned from it. And I definitely got karma for it. My entire 360 was console banned. And that's definitely what I deserved for doing something like that. Yeah, it was definitely something wrong I did, and I definitely do regret it. So yeah, that was just something I wanted to talk about in the JGK Tales series. That's really all I gotta say. Peace.